everyone, Lynn here. This is the bonus episode to the Victor Webster Edition from earlier this month. And if you haven't listened to that show yet, pause here, listen to it, then come back for the bonus. Here's what happened. From time to time, after a top 10 list has been drafted, I sometimes get messages from listeners telling me whether they agree with the list or if they're upset because their favorite movie didn't make it onto the top 10. But until now, I've never received an audio message with a preemptive plea directly to the guest panelists before the show was even recorded. That's exactly what Double Decker Jane did. She sent me an audio message trying to convince the three panelists, Erin, Elizabeth, and Jenna, basically begging them to include her favorite Victor Webster movie onto their final list. They didn't hear Jane's message before they played their match. I just played it for them afterwards. So, what you're going to hear in this bonus episode is Jane's message to me, basically speaking to the panelists, their reactions to it, and their comments back to Jane. This match was an absolute blast. You can hear audio clips from it on our Instagram. It's at Hallmark Movie Drafts. Enjoy the bonus show, and we'll see you next month for the Wes Brown draft. Bye.
Hi, this is Jane, Double Decker. I just want to say, if Homegrown Christmas, starring Victor Webster and Lori Loughlin, circa 2018, does not make it in the top 10, this is a bogus list. I remember in 2018, when I first started ranking and reviewing movies, I liked this movie a lot. And the reason why, yes, it's because of Victor Webster's salt and pepper hair, which was beautiful in that movie, but also the fact that these were adults having adult conversations while also happening to fall in love. Now, I also know that a lot of people don't like those kinds of movies. Case in point, Christmas in Montana, starring the Maytag guy. If you ever do a top 10 for the Maytag guy, I feel like Christmas in Montana deserves to be in the top 10 because once again, while a lot of people think it's boring, it's adult people having adult conversations while also falling in love. So, going back to Victor Webster, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I loved the gazebo. I loved his hair. Lori Loughlin was great. I really, really like Homegrown Christmas. And so I hope that you guys do the right thing and keep it in the top 10, or at least put it in the top 10. I'm not looking for the number one spot. I'm okay with 10, 9, 8, somewhere in there. I know there's better Victor Webster movies out there. But for heaven's sake, do the right thing. Homegrown Christmas deserves to be in the top 10. In my 2018 ranking, it came in at number 8 out of 40 movies, or however many they put out that year. Came in at 8. That's how much I liked it. So come on, you guys. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, so we have all listened to Jane's very heartfelt plea to have Homegrown Christmas that starred Lori Loughlin and Vic Webster on the list. And she basically says that the list is going to be trash if it's not on there. So what are our reactions to this? Jenna, I'll start with you.
Now, I know somebody's had this on their list, right? When we went through. Okay.
I did.
I remember vaguely hearing it. I had this ranked number 16 with Puppy Love underneath. Like, I did not like it. Again, this is old school Hallmark, so the plot is very familiar. But they had no chemistry, none at all. But then part of it is when I started getting bored with it, I started Googling people's ages in the movie. So when the movie happened, Lori Loughlin was 53. He was 45. And the actress playing Lori Loughlin's mom is 61 at the time of the movie. So she was 61 to 53. It blew my mind. And I know we always joke around and we talk about, like, especially the mom characters in the Hallmark movies, how they're just like, so they're age not appropriate, you know, but the fathers, they do better with the age gap, but with the moms, they're always so close. But I just couldn't. I think I would take Puppy Love more than this one in some cases. So
Oh,
Elizabeth, you had it on your list. I'm going to save you for
Yeah.
last. Erin, what's your reaction to Jane's comment?
Yeah, sorry, Jane. It was number 17 for me. I just couldn't do it. I was bored. I didn't think they had any chemistry. It wasn't enough Victor. And I just felt that Lori's character, she overstepped so many times, and I couldn't with her. So, no, it was a no for me.
There was a no with a hard H for
Yeah.
Erin. How about you, Tracy?
Oh, this one was about, well, I just had to look on my overall list, but 12, I think. So it just it. I watched it thinking this is old Hallmark. Let's keep that in mind. But just it wasn't as good as the other ones that were on my list. I was just like, no, sorry, not sorry, Jane.
Sorry, Jane. It was number 17 on my list, but your dear friend Elizabeth had it as her number 10, even though she didn't play it. Why did this movie make your list, Elizabeth?
Well, I'm just going to say, Jane, you see what I'm up against here? You hear these people, Jane? This is why I didn't get on the list. I tried, girlfriend. I had your back. I got you, girl. These people, I did the best I could. I'm just saying, and Jane, all valid points for that movie. Not to mention the cattiness at the cookie conversations was epic, and I loved it. So I'm with Jane. I did the best I could, honey. I got you, boo, but I did. Look what I'm working with. I can only do so much.
But why did you
Jane.
like it besides like what? Why else?
The catty
Like,
conversations.
besides that, that's one thing.
I liked it because of the things you guys didn't like, because it was classic Hallmark. Because it was a classic movie, and it worked for me. And then there was little zany moments of the catty, cookie conversations, which I've been a part of way too many times. Just rang a few bells, and I was like, and they didn't have a great chemistry, but they did have some good back and forth a little bit. So I agree, it wasn't fantastic chemistry, but there was enough kind of back and forth between the two of them, and I did like that they were adults that were trying to kind of move forward. Classic Hallmark, give it to me all day long. This is why I'm here. This is why I signed up, and I got Jane's back. You all are in trouble, and I'm fine because I got Jane.
Wow. We will leave it at that, Jane. But let me just tell you, the person that just called you her boo had the choice to play this at number 8 and instead chose A Christmas Cookie Catastrophe. Bye-bye.
Oh.
Hallmark Movie Drafts is a monthly production. Stephanie Prichelle creates the movie synopses using descriptions from IMDb or Hallmark.com as a base. Kate Baca vets the list of eligible movies and manages our Letterboxd account called Hallmark Drafts, where you'll find the list of eligible movies for each show, as well as the final top 10 lists and the panelists who drafted them. Erin Beth Cermak creates the Where to Watch lists and the Trivia Round questions, and along with Stephanie and Kate, provides additional creative, research, and hosting support. I'm Lynn Austin. I'm the showrunner, producer, and host. I staff the panels, create the show topics, manage the production schedule and the HMD socials, and edit and publish the podcast. Intro and outro music is provided courtesy of Amato Zapana. Thank you to the Deck the Hallmark Double-Deckers, who share their passionate opinions on these Hallmark movies that we love, or maybe not love, so much.